All right. Awesome. Are you on the peace train? Yeah. Are you got your seat? You're cruising down the tracks? You ready? That's all it is. Just stay in your seat. Go and buckle up and get ready for the ride of your life, the ride of your existence. Because it's really the only journey that we are here to take, is the journey to peace, in peace, as peace. The peace of God is shining in me now. And it does extend from our hearts and goes all around the world. If God is love and only love, then peace is power. And only peace is power. Everything else is an illusion of control. You think you can control and manipulate the universe. And it's not possible. The universe is perfect as it is. The universal mind of God is guiding the universe perfectly as it is. Our only task is to get in alignment with the universal mind of God through finding that peace within us and expressing that peace and love from us in the world. And if we're doing anything else, we're going against our own purpose. It's not that we're bad or we're sinful or we're going to hell or anything like that. It's just that we are going against our own momentum of finding out who we are and experiencing the peace of God within us. We're just holding ourselves back. We're just slowing ourselves down from the natural evolutionary process of the transformation of the human mind to the remembrance of the one mind. So, second Sunday of Advent, here we go. We're not just celebrating peace, we're demonstrating it. So this year we're going to make a commitment to go within ourselves and to find the power of peace within our own being. When we're in that place of power, this is what happened to my slides, Lynn? When we're in that place of peace, that place of eternal calm, nothing can come to disturb our holy hearts. When we're in that place of peace, the peace of God is shining in us. Don't worry about that right now. Right here. Place of peace. In the midst of any circumstance. When we're in that place of eternal calm, nothing can come to disturb our holy hearts. I want you to take that in. Nothing can come to disturb your holy heart. You're the one that decides if you're going to stay there in that place of eternal calm and peace. In that place, the peace of God is shining in you. In that place, it extends automatically to everyone around the world. There's a beautiful lesson in A Course in Miracles, one of my favorites, that says that the light of the world brings peace to every mind through my forgiveness. And that's what we're going to talk about today. How the light of the world shining in us can bring peace to every mind. It's certainly not going to bring peace if I'm in opposition to you, if I'm judging you, if I'm fighting with you, if I'm disagreeing with you, if I'm saying you're wrong and I'm right. It's just not going to happen that way. But the light of the world in me will bring peace to every mind through one thing: my forgiveness. Letting you be the child of God that you are. Reminding you that you're a child of God and not this identity that you've made for yourself. Ooh, that's a nice slide. I'm glad you guys found the slides. Look at that. Isn't that a beautiful... It reminds me of going out to Nickerson State Park. And sometimes in the morning it feels just like that. It's so calm. There's nothing that's going to disturb the peace of your holy heart. You can be there every single moment of the day. And you can shine that peace to everyone around the world. Peace on earth, peace in the individual, peace in our relationships, peace in our families, peace in our communities, peace in our nation. True peace abiding in us around the world. It's one of the greatest gifts that Jesus came to offer us. He said, my peace I leave with you. Like after all the miracles and all the teaching and all of that stuff and whatever you're worshiping, the resurrection and everything else, what did he say? After all of that, I'm leaving you with a gift, and it's called peace. My peace I leave with you. After all of that, the one thing that he leaves with us is the gift of peace. And he says, I give you not as the world gives, do I give to you, but let not your heart be troubled. Don't be afraid. Allow the peace to be here now. In the face of any circumstance, you can be in this peace. You find it within yourself. It's not out there. As the world gives, it's something out there that I'm going to attain. I'm going to find that peace. It's out there somewhere. I'm going to look for it. I'm going to search. I'm going to find it because I know it's out there. No, it's not out there. It's always been in you. And you extend it out there. Then you see it reflected back to you all the time in all the people you meet, in all your relationships, in your community, your nation, your world. That's when you start to see it out there. It's because it's been coming from you all this time. This peace is coming from you. And then you see it reflected out there. There's so many stories in scriptures that talk about peace. There's been so much said and written about it. There's so many religions and philosophies and organizations and cultures and societies. They were all aimed at bringing about peace on earth. So why is it still so elusive? Why don't we have it? Because we're thinking it's something we're going to create in the future. And we don't accept it as a present condition. Starting to feel it now? Feel it a little deeper? It's a present condition. It's not something that's going to happen in the future. Now we have all this war and all this suffering. Well, maybe that's a temporary reflection. Somebody can turn off that vibration of your phone. That would be great. I leave my phone in the car. Anyway, it's all right. You're forgiven. Didn't interrupt my peace, just my speech. No, it didn't even interrupt that. What I'm talking about here is that peace has been elusive to human beings because we haven't placed enough emphasis on peace being our power, being our natural state. It's so elusive after all we've been taught and all that we know, and it's just been so hard for human beings to make permanent in our world. And we still see wars happening, and we still see all the evidences of hate in the world. Why is that so? There's a lot of theories which attempt to answer that question. But I have a definitive answer from my own experience, which may surprise you just a little bit. You want to know what it is? Absolutely. Yes? Absolutely. We have not experienced lasting peace on earth because of our mistaken belief that power comes from attack and not from love. We think our power comes from attacking another, from having control of other human beings, or somehow winning at some kind of battle. I'm going to find peace if I protect myself. If I defend myself, then I'll find peace. And our societies and our governments and all the wars and everything are based upon that one idea that there's power in war and attack. And we invest in that idea individually until the day we say, I'm tired of that. I'm going to invest 100% of my energy in feeling the peace of God within me now, feeling the peace of the universe, the peace of the planet, the peace of my friends, of this individual that I'm talking to. Instead of looking for the ways we disagree, let's sit in peace together. It's so simple. Let go of all of our preconceived notions of what the world is supposed to be and what you are supposed to do. Oh, I'll be happy just if you change a little bit. Come over to my side. Then I'll be happy. Yeah? Okay. Give it a try. How's it working so far? No, I still got people out there I disagree with. I still have people that I can't stand. And blah, 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 blah. You're attacking yourself. Do you get it? We think that power comes from attack and not from love. It's the same fundamental mistake that we are separate from one another and not one. It's how we take that fundamental mistake of separation and demonstrate it in the world. That my safety, my power comes from attack and not from love. Our addiction to attack and defense of the ego, that's the root cause of our inability to find peace and to experience lasting peace. That's the root cause. You're defending an ego. You're defending a separate self-identity. And you're attacking also somebody else's separate self-identity, neither of which are actually true. Isn't that funny? It's a drama that you're playing out. And there's a lot of drama queens and kings going around playing out these dramas. Well, I can tell all the drama kings and queens, auditions have been canceled. The show is closed. It's closed due to lack of participation. I'm not participating in your drama any longer. And you say, well, I can't do that. What? Because you're addicted to the drama. It makes you feel alive. I'm defending myself. I'm winning the battle. Oh, yeah, really? Are you peaceful? Are you happy? Are you content? Are you whole and healed and prosperous and free? Feeling amazing every single second like you are right now? Yeah. That's the world powerfully transformed. Through the growing movement of what? You got it! Woo! These guys are good. Our spiritual awakening. The growing movement of our spiritual awakening says, I'm going to participate 100% of the time, with 100% of my being, in the spiritual path or awakening of my soul. And everything that's not for my highest good, I'm going to relinquish. Let it go. I don't need it any longer. It's the same as Jesus saying the greatest commandment is what? Love God with all your heart, all your mind, and all your soul. Well, that means paying attention 100% of the time to your spiritual growth, your spiritual evolution, you extending love and extending peace in the world. And it's the most fun there is. You're not going to have more fun extending hate in the world. It's just that simple. It's one or the other. Extend love in the world. See how it feels. See how that feels for you. Just to do that 100% of the time. Teach only love because that is what you are. That's from A Course in Miracles. Teach only love? Can I actually do that? Can we actually do that? Yes? Wow. Will you help me? Will you show me? Will you teach only love with me? Because I don't, as a human being, the self-identity that I grew up as, I'm protecting, I'm defending. I've got people that, I was taught to hate. I have organizations I was taught to fear. But how do I release all the fear and hate and teach only love? Breathe. Okay, there we go. That's pretty simple. Stay in the present. See, we're doing it. We're breathing. We're staying in the present. Forgive. Who said that? Thank you. So if I breathe, I stay in the present, and I forgive, something's going to happen to me. I'm going to feel an awareness of God within me, the peace of God shining in me now, extending around the world. And I'm sure there's lots and lots of other things that you could say. And love, okay. Teach only love. Love your neighbor as yourself. These are all very basic spiritual and religious teachings. But the question is, are you doing it? That's all. Because when you're doing it, you're really, really happy. You know, people have been giving me great reports about how happy and how loving and how present you are in this place, in this spiritual center. We just had a wonderful event, Open Hearts, Open House, and all the reports are coming in like everyone is so awake and alive and caring and loving and friendly and happy. And why are we so awake, alive, caring, and loving and happy? Because we're teaching only love. At least we're trying to teach only love. We're making a commitment to ourselves. Because when you're teaching love, how do you feel? Awesome! Yeah, I'm feeling awesome. And, you know, that's my response. You know, every time somebody says, how are you doing? Awesome! It's like, of course, that's my initial response because I really do feel awesome. It's more amazing than I could ever imagine, you guys. It's more amazing. I want everyone to be able to live that way, to know each and every moment, every second of every day is a complete gift of peace. And it's awesome. So, I want to get on with this. This is a 4-page message here. Yeah, I just finished page 1. I left off at the place where we're literally attacking ourselves, and the way out of it is to teach only love. And we sing about it. We talk about it every week. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. So the key word here is let, to allow, to step back, to find your own peace first. Put on your oxygen mask, and then go and help others. Finding your own inner peace, you'll bring the experience of authentic strength and power. It's authentic because it's coming from peace. It's coming from love. Peace is power, and only peace is power. True power can only come from finding your inner peace and demonstrating the truth. The absolute truth and the truth in the relative realm. Speaking truth. I was watching a wonderful interview of a Nobel Peace Prize recipient from the Philippines who got her doctorate in the U.S. Female news reporter. She's called Maria Ressa. She recently published a book. Yeah, look at that. Peace Prize recipient. Now she's taking that peace that she feels within herself and bringing it to the world. Her book, most recent book, she's written 3 of them, is entitled How to Stand Up to a Dictator. And I'm going to tell you, this photo says it all. That should give you a hint of how to stand up to a dictator. Right there. She was very inspirational to me in several ways, but the most striking was her demonstration of power that was evident in her level of peace. And this little Filipino woman, she has so much power, and it's coming from her level of peace, her level of inner peace. That's what was most striking to me. This woman has her life threatened on a continuous basis. She doesn't know if the governments are going to attack her or her family, or other worldly powers are going to throw her in jail or shut down her means of communication at any time, at any moment. This is a constant thing going on in her world. Yet, I saw in her interview this calm presence, which is depicted here in this photo. This is why she won the Nobel Peace Prize. Because she's a peaceful person. She's embodying peace. Right here, right now. In the face of incredible odds. Being a news reporter in a country that has a dictator who wants to stay in quote-unquote power, right? Worldly power, limited human power. This woman is showing us true power. It's coming from inner peace. Calm presence. Resilient power. A power that can only come from that deep level of inner peace. I believe that that's the only thing that will ultimately turn the societies of our world around. Is each individual coming to that inner peace. This is the day of peace, and I want you to experience it. I want you to know it within yourself. In far less threatening circumstances, are you given the opportunity to find that peace? One of the aspects of the acceptance and demonstration of peace within us and in the world, one way to experience this inner peace in ourselves is going to be through the practice of forgiveness. Somebody said that earlier. The practice of forgiveness is our most important contribution to the healing of the world. Angry people cannot create a peaceful world. It's not going to happen. So I have to deal with my own anger, my own frustrations, my own sense of separation. All the places that I've been attacking my own inner peace, I have to go there, examine it, find out what's not serving my highest good. It's pretty simple. Am I happy doing that or am I not? Let it go. Forgive. Forgive and forgive some more. It doesn't matter who they are, what you think they've done, or what they've actually done. Forgive. Let it go. Be the peace of God. It doesn't matter what it looks like, how much destruction has occurred. Let it go. Be the peace of God. Be the power. Show and demonstrate through your own inner peace true power in this world. That's how we change the world. Practice of forgiveness is your most important contribution to the healing of the world. So my friends, this Christmas season, let it be a season of peace. First experience with your own heart, in your own heart, shining, then around the world. The love of God, eternal love within you. See it in yourself. And from there, you'll see the peace of the God. You see the peace of God, the peace of the universe. The divine presence, that peace, shining in everyone you meet. I guarantee it will happen. Keep it in your heart, and you'll see it out there. Everyone you meet will shine it back to you. They're going to shine that love that you are right back to you. And pretty soon, you're going to look around and say, this is the world that's been powerfully transformed through the growing movement of our shared spiritual awakening. So be the light, my friends. Be the peace that you want to see in the world. Be a blessing always. And be the peace that this world so desperately needs. I love you.
You have been watching the message from our Sunday celebration service here at Unity on Cape Cod, providing a positive path for spiritual living. Please join us every Sunday morning at 10 a.m. at 147 Walton Ave, Hyannis, Mass. And visit us online at unityoncapecod.org. This video was made possible in part through a grant from Unity Worldwide Ministries and the Templeton Foundation.